You guys ever have those days where you're just sitting and watching something and you sit all the way through it, but by the end of it, you just like, what the had to cut that out. But basically, you just like, what did I watch? That's where I'm at today, and we're going to talk about it. What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. And as you can see today, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts, Toei's interpretation of Spider-Man, or as they like to call him, Supaidāman, which this is very entertaining. After watching that show, I'm pretty stoked to play with this figure and see what this guy's made of. So let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging so that we can dive right into the figure itself. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do really love this packaging. It could be biased because red is my favorite color, but as you guys see, we do have the window packaging where you can see the figure and some of the accessories inside. You got Spider-Man in his martial arts pose right here. Everything on this is in Japanese. Of course, you got ages 15 and up, Tamashii Nation's Bandai. Disney right there, we got Tamashii Nation's seal of approval. So this is authentic. At the top, you do have Supaidāman in a pose, SH Figuarts Spider-Man right there. On the bottom, we got him using his spider web, I think is what you call it. Actually, nah, it had another name. I'll figure that out by later in the review. But yeah, you do have him swinging right here on the side. Then on this side, you just have like a wall crawling pose. And then, of course, on the back, you do have all the legal stuff at the bottom that I don't really care about. And then some more poses you can get the figure into, along with this crazy, I don't know what the heck this thing is, but I don't know. This is interesting. So let's take them out and have some fun. So straight out of the package, here we have Takuya Yamashiro, or the 22-year-old motocross racer Supaidāman. And like I said, guys, there is not going to be a whole lot of detail in this review in terms of what this show's about, because I watched 2 episodes and I had no idea what was going on. But at the same time, I was really freaking entertained. I have no idea why, but like the corniness of this just took me back to that Power Rangers era, and it was interesting. I really enjoyed it. I am going to go back and watch all 41 episodes. I'm also going to watch the movie. But, of course, this is a review of an action figure, so let's talk about it. Here he is in all his glory, and the first thing I have to say about this figure is, straight up, hands down, this is my favorite figure, Spider-Man from Tamashii Nations, because the other figures just don't do it like this. Not the PS4, not any of the SH Figuarts MCU versions, not the PS4 Anti-Ock, none of them. They just don't hit like this guy right here. And obviously, since this is something that was granted to them because Marvel gave the rights to Toei to do this, they had to kill it. And they did. Like, the suit looks extremely corny, and let me put my focus on. But yeah, the suit looks extremely corny, but at the same time, it still has that red, that blue, the black around the eyes, the spider, of course, the logo on the front, the back, everything that's crazy. And then, of course, he does come with what's called his spider bracelet, which actually says Spider-Man on there. And this thing right here, man, this has the power to do everything. My guy can summon UAVs, sentry guns, airstrikes, chopper gunners, every single freaking kill streak on Call of Duty, I swear. Nah, but he really does have the ability to summon his own spider vehicle that can shoot missiles and blow things up, all kinds of explosives. He does have a spider plane. He has the Megazord, of course, that everyone has seen. And this is just like interesting to me. I don't know what it is. Like, this type of stuff, this corny Japanese stuff, it really entertains me because it's just pretty interesting to watch and see their interpretations on how they do American things. And it's just funny. It was pretty childish for 1970, but it was a fun watch and I really enjoyed it. But anyway, there's a look at Spider-Man. I know I kind of went over the show more than the figure, but it's a plain look, not a whole lot to talk about. As you guys can see, there's just wrinkles in the clothing, one solid red color, one solid blue. Of course, you have his spider wristwatch, if that's what you want to call it, all the way down to the feet. Not a whole lot going on. So let's go ahead and put this guy back and see how tall he stands. Therefore, we can dive into the articulation. So in terms of his height, as you guys can see, he stands right at 6 inches. So to the top of his head, this makes him the tallest Spider-Man figure that has been made by Bandai. And once again, that makes me happy because this guy's going to fit in very well with any other figure that I want to pose him with. Now, articulation wise, he looks up only about that much, not too much. I wish he could go a little bit further, but I mean, it works. He looks down very well though. Of course, you do get all of that head motion. You could tilt for all kinds of expression, and it comes at the neck as well. So you can move that around pretty good. As far as his arms, they go up and out that much. The best on a Spider-Man figure by SH Figuarts. He does have a butterfly joint, and you can bring those arms in. I think I just popped mine out, but yeah, you can bring them in just fine, as you guys can see, and they do cross over one another. So dope. I'm happy with that. Of course, you can rotate them all the way around. He does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. His hands are on a ball peg, so you can move them around however you want. He does have a really great diaphragm joint, as you guys can see, so this guy can move, twist, turn, no problem. He does not have as much swivel at the waist as I want. Actually none, so it's gonna suck when I pose him like this. That's the same issue I have with the retro Spider-Man. No waist rotation. I don't like that, but what can I do? He crunches forward about that much, crunches back about that much. Like I said, no movement in there. He kicks forward about that much, kicks back only about that much. He can do a full split, as you guys can see. He does have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Foot goes down about that much, very well, up about that much. He does have ankle rocker and toe hinge. So articulation is fine. I just wish he had a waist rotation. That is going to bug me. Now, when it comes to accessories, you do get a ton of stuff with this guy. First off, you get the default head sculpt. As you guys can see, the eyes are a little bit crooked, which it's supposed to be like that because that's how it looks in the show. And this is actually what a Spider-Man mask would look like if it wasn't a perfect cosplay. So I dig that. You do also get a wrinkle in the forehead, as you guys can see. He gets a another more standard kind of look here, and then you get one that's also more angry. Now, for the most part, they all look about the same, so I probably won't even swap out the head, or I'll probably just put this one on and leave it. But yeah, you do get some slightly different expressions. As far as hands go, you get one pointing finger, which he actually does this a lot, so I'm happy they included that. You get two hands to hold on to his spider string, which I'll show in just a sec. You get these two, I guess these are like some, I don't know, he makes these gestures right before he gets ready to fight. So you get that. He also makes this gesture as well, which this is the like a martial arts stance, I guess you can say. I don't know what you want to call these, but more of a stylish pose. You get a pair of wall crawling hands, as you guys can see, and then you get another pair of, if I can pick them up, another pair of wall crawling hands. And also he makes this stance whenever he's getting ready to fight as well. So you get that. You get an alternate pair of shoes, and these look more like just tennis shoes or sportswear, whatever you want to call them. But once again, they do match the red in the suit, as you guys can see. So you can swap these out if you like this look better. Now, he does get another set of hands, and these actually attach to both hands at once, and then you get the string that can be used to wrap around pretty much the neck of an enemy. That's the only thing you can use this for. So yeah, that's one of his spider strings. You do get another one, as you guys can see. And this one's cool. It's literally string, and that's what they used in the show. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's not spider web at all. Then you get one more that's even longer, and this one probably is going to cover the whole screen, so I'm going to move him back. But yeah, another long spider string. So that's cool. Lastly, you get his spider net. And is literally, he uses this as a net in the series. And it makes absolutely no sense. But it's still cool that they gave us this. And what's weird is you actually plug this into here and it'll go. But it's weird because even though you port that in there, it doesn't sit up. Like, this is such a hard plastic. So it's pretty much made to lay down. I don't know, but it's still cool that they included that. And so I do like the accessories with this guy. I do feel like it's a whole lot of fun to be had. And I don't know if this would technically be considered an accessory, but I think it's really cool that they made it to where the spider bracelet could actually open up. And you can see there's little buttons in there. There's a screen for whenever he's calling in whatever he wants to call in. So I think that's pretty dope. I'm very glad that they added that. Just small stuff like this really makes me satisfied when it comes to buying action figures. And also because this one decided it wanted to fall on my floor at some point, you get another spider string, and this is one that you actually can plug around the wrist, as you guys can see. So basically it's like when he's shooting out his web. So cool. I'm very happy they added this. I was wondering why I didn't see this, but yeah, a lot of stuff has been falling on my floor lately. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Mafex Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man, the Mafex Classic Outfit Spider-Man, and of course the Marvel Legends Retro Wave Spider-Man, which I think this is awesome. I do think he scales very well with these guys. Next up, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Iron Spider Spider-Man from the Avengers Endgame. We do have a Mafex Classic Deadpool, and of course the Marvel Legends Vulture. Here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Black Panther. And for some enemies, even though it doesn't matter because he doesn't fight any of these guys in the series, we have the Marvel Legends Far From Home Mysterio, and then of course we have the Mafex Classic Outfit Venom. So as crazy as this is about to sound, I have to be real. This is one of those reviews where I just absolutely had a lot of fun. I really enjoy this figure, and I feel like anyone who gets their hands on it will enjoy it. Just because, and this is probably not going to make any sense, but it doesn't feel like one of those figures that you have to take seriously. You can just pick this guy up, put him in a couple of poses, and just laugh about it. This figure truly brings joy to me, I'm not going to lie. Especially after having checked out the crazy series that I'm going to go back and just finish up. Because this right here, like, it's stuff like this that makes me enjoy collecting. And I know you guys probably wouldn't understand exactly where I'm coming from, but seriously though, this is an absolutely fun figure. And if you're a fan of Spider-Man, I still think that you would enjoy it. Even if you're not, if you have just a few Spider-Man figures in your collection, just because you're someone who wants to build a crazy Marvel team, this is something you could still enjoy. But if you like SH Figuarts and you do like everything Marvel, I'd say I recommend this figure. Now, I do think this is one that is pretty difficult to get. I don't think you'll be able to find him for less than $100. I paid about $95. Got him from my buddy Friendly Neighborhood Collector, who picked it up for me. So big shout out to my boy. If you guys don't know him, go follow him on Instagram. He is the reason that every piece of content I drop exists. It's all because of Friendly Neighborhood Collector. Go follow him on Instagram, and also check out his YouTube channel. I will leave the link in the description below. But that being said, that's my review of this guy. Not a whole lot. He's just a fun figure, something to enjoy, and something fresh to my collection that doesn't feel like any of the other figures I've picked up. So yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload new content. Lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay safe. Peace.